Hello everybody, welcome to another video made by CryptoCoop. It's been a long time. I just thought I made a simple video, really quick one, to help some of you guys understand what Git Stash is. So let's get to it. I'm not going to waste any time, keep it very quick. So Git Stash, just like the name suggests, you're stashing something to the side, alright? I'm not going to go through all these options that you can apply. The main important one is Git Stash list and Git Stash pop. All right. So I'm going to give you another example so that you can see it in action. But before starting, Git Stash, imagine you're working on a website, you're making something, you're making a new function. All right. And you want to go back and change something in the past without having the new code on the server. So what you do, you stash it, you put it on the side, you go back to work on your previous commits, and then you change something, you push it, and then you can come back to your current work. Now, quickly, let's see how it looks like. All right, so I made a sample file. I call it a stash demo website.html. Let's say this is our website, okay? Who cares? Let's say this is our new website. Let's say welcome to my website. Doesn't matter. Perfect. Let's go reload this page. Everything is good. And let's imagine we are happy with this. We are going to push this to the server where people can actually access it, right? In our live server. Let's say git add, and then git commit, A for all, M for message. Let's say my first push. All right, doesn't really matter. Push. And let's imagine you're going to git push 2 and it's online. All right. And then now let's think we want to add, maybe we want to add a paragraph here and some functions. All right. So let's do that. Let's say please contact me at, for example, doesn't really matter, phone number. And then you also want to add a script to ask the user to log in. Let's say function login, blah blah blah, something sample. These are not real, obviously. Logging in, and then you want to have an alert. All right. So if I save this now, I will have an alert here, and then running the whole website. Now let's imagine we wrote a lot of code, right? Let's imagine we have a lot of work here. This is too little. We have a lot of work here, and then someone comes to you and say, oh, by the way, we decided to change the title of the website, or you want to change the title of the website. Now you have a bunch of code here, which, as you can see, it has errors, and I cannot push this to the real server, right? If I push this to the server, there's going to be error. The website is broken. What am I going to do? Maybe I can just manually delete this by hand, delete this, and go change the title, say, okay, new title, and then send that online, and then come back, right? But what if our change has been done with multiple people on multiple files? You can't just go and delete it manually, right? So we need to have a way of taking these things that we just added, right? This few lines that we just added, putting it aside, change the title, push it to the server, make the website live, and then come back to our own work. Okay, that's what we need Git Stash for, basically. So now they say, oh, can you add welcome to my website? Can you capitalize this? We just decided we want to capitalize it. Oh, no problem. That's okay. So what you need to do, all you need to do is to go here and do let's do git stash. And then as you can see, we came back to the base, what we had in the past. And if I do git stash list, my Git Stash files are saved here. So anytime I can do Git Stash pop and have everything back. Very simple. Now remember, you can have multiple Git stashes. So you have to name them, right? That doesn't matter. Now if I again look at Git Stash list. So since we popped, it's not there anymore, right? So let's do this. Let's do Git Stash. Done. And then we want to change the title of the website. We want to capitalize it. And remember, we are going to have some conflicts because we are changing on the same file. And this is not really, it might happen. So you have to handle that. So, oh, everything is fine. Save this. Perfect. Now I capitalized it. Let me push this to the server, for example, git add, git commits, am, let's say, oh Jesus, hold on, let's say title is fixed. Okay, perfect, everything is fine. And then let's do git push. For example, I don't want to do this right now, but you git push and the server will get updated, all right? So everybody's happy, the title is back, is changed. Now we want to go back to our own Git Stash that we were working on. So Git Stash pop, and we're going to see some conflict here. Perfect. So Git is telling us that you change the same basically line, and which one do you want to keep? If you can see incoming changes, it's this one, and the current changes is that one. So in this case, I would accept both. I will keep the new title, and I will continue working on my file. And that's it. That's Git Stash. So we had Git Stash list, we had Git Stash pop, and I'm going to leave these options, leave this file in my description for you to check. And as always, feel free to ask any questions in the comment section, or I'll also leave my email for you. Thank you very much and have a great day.